What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're starting some Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. This is just a remake, I'm pretty sure they said, of I think it was 2007, 2008. I think it's 2008. Never played it. But yeah, I'm trying to switch up what genres I'm playing and all that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, please like and subscribe. If you don't, leave a comment, see what I can do, switch it up for you. And yeah, let's get to it. Chapter 1. Shadow over London.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that, I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Good. This shit nice. Alright, so around newspaper, I guess. There's a X. Oh, hold. I'm not gonna read everything. I'm probably gonna, skip a lot of things. But we'll quick skim. Pause it if you need it. Alright.
Local gossip,
beef.
all of it uninteresting.
Oh, that's weird. So the left stick is like back and forth, which is super different. Rotate.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Maybe coat. Am I just walking out? Oh, okay. Alright, so... Alright, this is what my drip look like. I think I look like I'm getting shit done. Crazy. Let's go. Okay. R2 is the room. Oh, some over here? No. I have to go outside. X. What bin? This?
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Any breaking news today?
The dock accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes, yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson.
Sure, now I can take the day off.
Little man chasing the bag.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
You got any question? The Mine Palace.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand.
This game's crazy. This was carrying a stack of bugs this morning. Mr. Barnes. Bookseller door. Novel for Dr. Watson. I like this. Like the fact that you have to solve it yourself. It's nice.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a
Get
game.
the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. Get the Strand. Get your copy of the
So
Strand here.
so I gotta look for the shop, I guess. Hold on. Let me look at the controls real quick. Evidence, analyze surroundings. Well, I guess I'll just cut to it when I get to it. No, it wasn't that far. I probably didn't even need to cut. We gonna be on his ass. We gonna get on his ass. Why am I in his face? We analyzing everything. Sure, what am I supposed to be looking at? Like, observe, that's it? Bruh. Oh, didn't know I could go down. Okay, so the white bar up top is like how much evidence I got. Oh, and I can pick ink, newspaper ink, high heel wants a little taller, sore left leg, extra, just affects some overwork. I don't know. Workaholic sounds more realistic.
Mr. Barnes, a word.
Ooh, at the end I might. Ooh, at the end I could be trying to connect that and fuck
Oh,
up.
for goodness
Oh
sake.
my goodness. Nah, it was the other one. I should pick the other one.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now, will you please?
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
No, really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
These are the books that he was carrying.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Would that have to do with something with the cactus? Probably not.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient... An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. The finest view London has to offer.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
I can knock things over like that.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Am I missing anything? Oh, it might be something back here. No.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
What does it come back? Wait. Oh. Books from Mars. No. No. Mm-mm. Alright, so I'm trying. Alright. Mm-hmm. That one. Mm-hmm. Alright, would but I have no idea.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Wait.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
May I ask for your assistance?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Excuse me, just one question.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
You know what? Let me try.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack. No, come on, Watson, think.
Excuse me, just one question.
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
I still gotta use that one.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
Oh, no. Ooh.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin? The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them. Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Alright, come on. Shoes, yep. What I guess. Yeah, I think she's trying to move on. I think it's the clothes. And I think she likes Mr. Barnes.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Wait, so... That's not her cactus, so... what's that? The catalog?
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I'd follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry.
Look away?
I don't know anything about this, sorry. I don't know anything about this, sorry. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, so...
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller. Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller. I don't know anything about this, sorry.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes.
The
No,
last one, of
not
course.
really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Alright, so... Let's try this one more time. Alright. Crackpot. Yeah! Let's go! Mm-hmm.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled. You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Lot bangs, thick red smoke. Merchant ship. All right, so the merchant ship was on fire, I guess, because it said loud bangs. Yeah, explosion. Still off limits to workers in the public.
Come, Dr. Watson.
So they're trying to hide
something. Let's put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you, Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
it's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come. Not much further now.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
He means like
have there been other disappearances lately?
I was like serving, like, let his servant walk away.
When life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Save.
Of course, but
The
only to
football
check he
slave.
wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Cabbage, bro. All he was feeding my man was cabbage.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
For security.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori.
Again.
All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
I've already asked these
Did
questions.
Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no.
I asked all these
I would
questions
have
already.
mentioned it to...
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
The shackles in the backyard, right? Or garden. This man said all the cabbage he can eat. I want to take a moment. Can you imagine working for somebody and all they do is feed you cabbage? If I was him, I would have left too. Shit, what do I look like, a fucking animal? Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just waiting for some scary shit to pop up. I think it's just chill right now because of like, you need to feel out the game and stuff. The fuck? So I think I gotta look at something else first, I guess.
Chewing tobacco.
Down. Bruh, can't go that way. Left. Down, up, over. Oh, footprint.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's
What
boots.
the fuck is this, bro? Oh.
Looks like a knee print.
Oh, so you gotta
Someone knelt
focus.
here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
With enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Alright, so the shack, right? This locked.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Nah, if my fucking boss living in here and I'm living in this piece of shit, I'm running away too. I don't care if I don't speak English. Come on, bro. Is that somebody's face, bro? What the
Impressive.
hell?
The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Their head, bro. The whole face was put in there. No. Oh. Anything? Bro, I don't see nothing like...
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
We'll come back, cause I'm not seeing everything there. Bone.
Button chops. The remains of a meal.
Bread? Is this bread or something?
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. It's an opioid.
The ashes are long since cold.
He said opioid? Hey, yo! My man was on the opioids. The flute? Yeah, that's what I thought.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
He eats. Alright. And then I think I gotta find the one thing. Hold on. That.
A scrap of Hessian.
What else? The box, okay.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
No. Alright, try this one again. I was looking at that the whole time. Y'all saw me.
A small Navy spyglass.
Him and his servant got in a fight. That's what happened. I guarantee you. Somebody pushed him. Window.
Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit?
Oh, my
or
bad.
something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly?
So let's go out here. Let's go out here real quick. Look around. Go over here. Oh shit.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Yo, you serious? Yeah, so okay, walk up in the crib. Oh, keep looking. cut to whenever I find it.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting. Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco. Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Oh, the strand.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Alright, so we're still having to keep looking. Oh, I completed it. Hold on. So I get close. So whoever was spying. They were spying. Alright. So the only two is right here, right? So he falls. Oh, he passes out because of the smoke. And whoever it was trying to drag him, but they fell. Alright, okay. This one is. This one falls into this one. Let me go out here real quick.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Right here. What is this? You dragged him.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh.
Alright, so hold on, what's here? That's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm just gonna have to. Trail. I'll do the trail. And spyglass. I'm sorry, this is footprints, clues, and garden. Does that work? And then so this works, right? So shack with everything's going on. I'm missing some. Oh, since I don't have those 2 last ones, I don't know. There's no way to finish it. So, I gotta ask him about it. It's definitely gonna be a long video, but I'm gonna end it after this though. Alright, we'll just... There we go. There we go.
Why are you still here?
Can't even ask this nigga. Are you serious, bro? You're so useless, bro. You can ask me for help. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gates open. Can I look over here? Nothing? No? Bruh, he's drunk.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
Alright, I figured it out. So, you gotta actually pin, like when you go in here, you gotta pin like the evidence for it to like give you a special icon where you can focus on it. So, I focused on that trailer that we found last, and I saw the wheelbarrow type thing. So I'm just going through and looking around now. Or was it a chair? No. There's a broken car in the garden. Those are likely to have been used. Oh, here we go. I don't know.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Alright, hold on, let's see. That's the exact same one I'm looking for. That I think I saw earlier. Is it? Ah, they carried his body. They probably carried his body out. It was recently over there. I think I got it. So we're gonna try it one more time. Let's see. This cart is no. Alright, so I'm gonna ask him.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Alright, so that. So let's. Okay, now look at this. Now look at this. Now I'm getting the game down. Don't worry, I'm getting the game down. I think. I think. Keyword. I think. Oh, okay. Keys. The keys. Missing. Gate. Oh, so you gotta figure out what exactly is going on. Second one is, I believe, this one over here. Oh, yeah, once. So the guy's putting it in there like that. Okay, so this is like Batman.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
No, because I think this is a lot like this game is a lot.
You'd
of
best have
for me.
found something by
So
now,
I'm like
gentlemen.
quiet, like trying to dissect this whole thing.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
This dude's an asshole. Yo, why is he such an asshole, yo? Like, come on, bro.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Nah, yeah, do it yourself,
Captain,
bitch.
you are so addled by delusions of competency that you miss the blindingly obvious. Without the assistance of others, you are utterly incapable. Kimahir endured your nonsense far longer than I will.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Like, you look like I can sock your ass. Like, come on, bro. Those big ass bikes, bro. Why couldn't they just make the wheels the same size, bro? It's because they didn't do chains back in the day. Ah, I see. Like, how the hell do you mount that shit though? Alright, let's see. Fine over here. This has a lock on it. Do I have to... Oh, there we go. It does. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather. A large pile of horse droppings. Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
Alright, so Sailor's not. I'm gonna take one card just to. Alright, and then trail. Wow. Ah, I got it. I'm gonna be here. Ah, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Was it sailor? Okay. Alright, so I did that. So my headphones loud as hell. Not gonna lie. Okay, we got those down.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London. Of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
You gotta talk to him first? No.
Are you stupid?
Oh my god, talking to his ass crazy.
Mr. Holmes, stop loitering and go and do your job.
Oh, cab, I think I walked past one. This one? Oh, yep.
Where to, Gav?
And then
the Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
We'll start that next episode.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
Do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued?
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. But without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimahir?
To ask bystanders. He said, Alright, well, I'm gonna end it here, I guess. This was a great game. I definitely hadn't played anything like this before. I don't know. I do like the mystery part of it, like trying to figure out what pieces fit together. That's amazing. Kind of fucks up with my ADHD, but we're good. We're getting there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, please. And I'll see you later. I'm definitely just gonna start right after this, just ending the video, and I'll probably release two at a time, to be honest with you. So yeah, thank you for watching. Liked it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.